no immunity protections.
Fox's Brooke Singman. Trump found guilty of falsifying records and payments to keep an alleged affair quiet in 2016. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will meet with more Republican senators today as the Trump nominee to lead Health and Human Services faces scrutiny over his past comments about vaccinations and food safety. The president-elect says,
I think he's going to be much less radical than you would think. I think he's got a very open mind, or I wouldn't have put him there.
Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth also faces tough questions at his confirmation hearing next year about past comments that women should not serve in military combat roles, an issue Navy Secretary Carlos Del Toro discussed at the U.S. Naval War College in Rhode Island.
Secretary Del Toro stressing during his remarks that the role of women in the military is not just expanding, it's necessary.
We are stronger when we welcome every qualified patriot who is eager to serve. That's not just a matter of national principle. It's a matter of national security.
The secretary adding that women should be involved
in all spaces and processes where national security decisions are made.
He says the Navy is a good example of doing just that.
From the depths of the oceans to the skies above and the rugged terrain of the battlefield, women today fill our most vital and critical roles.
Del Toro says those women are true role models. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
The Federal Reserve starts a two-day meeting to assess the economy. That could lead to another interest rate cut tomorrow on Wall Street. Stock futures are mixed the day after the Dow dropped 111 points, going down for an eighth straight session, the longest losing streak since 2018. But the Nasdaq surged to a new record high. On Monday Night Football, a doubleheader.
Play action from Darnold, end zone, touchdown Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson and the Minnesota Vikings won their seventh straight game, beating the Chicago Bears 30-12 on ESPN. The Vikings 12-2, now tied with Detroit atop the NFC North Division. In the other game, Atlanta beat Las Vegas 15-9. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The DeKalb County Grand Jury on Monday indicted Warren County District Attorney General Chris Stanford on a reckless endangerment charge. The charge stemming from a November incident in which Stanford fired shots in Smithville during the apprehension of 3 people wanted in a Warren County triple homicide. Tennessee Tech has been named the best places to work in Tennessee list by Best Companies Group and the State Society for Human Resources Management. University press release says the selection process for winners relied on employee surveys and considered corporate culture, salary and benefits, and development opportunities. A Crossville couple facing drug charges after Putnam County deputies found 17.4 grams of a white powdery substance. A press release says deputies found the substance after making contact with 21-year-old Amber Beatty and 45-year-old Brian Maldonado at the Town Plaza Shopping Center in Cookeville. The release said that both were asleep inside a vehicle that had been reported as suspicious. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Today's Tuesday. It's the 17th of December. It's 6:06. It's a soupy, I would say, soupy Tuesday morning.
I don't know if I like weather compared to food, but hey, it is kind of rainy. Soupy.
It's soupy.
It's 55 right now and rain.
Marshy?
Yeah.
Is that better?
It is.
It's a marshy Tuesday.
Not Christmas feeling at all. We're getting closer to Christmas. Yeah, our guest this morning will be Corby King, Superintendent of Putnam County Schools. Oh, Corby.
Corby, Mr. School's out.
When are Putnam County Schools out for Christmas?
I think this is the last week until Christmas.
It is the last week until Christmas.
I think.
Like, they go all week?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, speaking of Christmas, I've got some things you need to know. And
all right, then.
Ralph's Donuts.
Oh.
They've got awesome news. Santa Claus is coming to Ralph's. It's going to be this Saturday from 8:30 to 10:30. You can get your picture made with Santa on South Cedar Avenue in Cookeville.
Do they have the Christmas cookies, Sheila?
Oh, yeah. They've already had those Christmas cookies.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I wouldn't have known.
I know. I've got to keep you informed with that. They sold out last year because I announced it. They sell out every year.
The funniest thing ever last year. God, that cracked me up. I'm going to tell a story just real quick.
Go ahead.
So Sheila pulls up to the drive-thru at Ralph's. Tries to get some Christmas cookies. Well, they're sold out. Well, we had talked about it that morning. Sheila had talked about it that morning. And Sheila's like, well, that's right, I guess. We talked about it this morning. Yeah. Ralph's wouldn't have sold squat without us talking about it that morning. Took full credit for it.
Full credit.
Full
Been
credit.
selling out for years.
People wait for that, but no, not this year.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila Scruggs mentioned it quickly
I reminded
on the
them.
radio.
We reminded them.
Congratulations to David Fussell. He's been promoted to Vice President of Dedicated Sales over at Averett. He's been with Averett since 1991, several positions through his career there. And now he's been promoted to Vice President of Dedicated Sales. So congratulations to David Fussell.
Or is it Bussell?
I don't know.
You know, I never know around here.
I'm going with Fussell because Fussell sounds more fun.
Fussell. I thought you said bus like with a B.
No, Fussell, Fussell, Fussell.
It might be Fussell.
I'm going with Fussell. I like it better.
Sorry, David. We both just butchered your name probably. Coming up this Saturday in Livingston, it's Christmas in the Park.
Oh, yeah.
A free event, noon to 9 p.m. It's a long day of free events. It's going to be Gingerbread Man and the Everest Climb, and they're going to have a slide there and bounce houses, just a bunch of stuff for the kids.
Are they ever going to quit with having stuff for Christmas in
Not
Livingston?
Not until Christmas, I think.
My gosh.
They do it up well.
Come on, Livingston. You're showing out big.
Showing out, showing up, and having fun.
At the Cookeville Library, they've got a Christmas triple feature coming up December the 23rd. Starting at 11:30 a.m., goes to 5 p.m. First movie is Elf. Second movie is Home Alone. Third movie is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
All of those movies are great.
That's awesome. That's at the main public library in Cookeville, and it's free.
Yeah, you can spend a whole day at the library watching the movies.
Go by and see them at the library on December 23rd.
I do want to let y'all know you can't just drop your kids off and just go.
Well, no.
I mean, it's not a babysitter.
Of course not. And who would want? I mean, you'd want to
People
stay
do
for
that
those
sometimes.
movies.
People do that sometimes. I was just trying to save the library.
Library.
Santa is coming to Cookeville Performing Arts Center. Well, Dogwood Park, but the Cookeville Performing Arts Center announced this. He's coming back this coming let's see, 20th, is that Friday or Saturday?
The 20th is Friday.
Okay, this coming Friday from 5 to 8. You can visit Santa at Dogwood Park in Cookeville. Then on Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. And on the 22nd, too, from 3 to 6 p.m. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Dogwood Park, you can see Santa and get your picture made.
That's good stuff. Coming up on the 21st, you're invited to a Happy Birthday Jesus party. That's the 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. Free food, bounce houses, games, crafts, and more. That starts at 6, and then there's a worship celebration at 7:30, then birthday cake right after it, and that's in the parking lot next to Walnut Park, the southeast corner of Walnut and Spring. I think it's that parking lot directly across from First Baptist Church.
You're exactly right.
And
Kelly Parkinson was the one coming
right,
in here talking about that.
Stephen Street, First Baptist, I think they're the ones kind of heading that up to do. So that'll be a big event.
Yeah, it's going to be. I love it. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Also, Big Tony's Pizzeria.
What's Big Tony doing?
I mean, he's always caring about the kids and doing things for the kids. Santa is going to be there this evening between 5 and 7 at Big Tony's. That's going out on 10th Street toward Allgood. Santa is going to be there to meet the kids, and every kid will leave with a free slice of cheese pizza.
Come on now.
I love that. So it's from Big Tony, Liz, and the whole staff at Big Tony's Pizzeria. That's today only, 5 to 7 p.m.
Did Dana from All Good Diner, did she ever get back with you about how many dollars were on their ceiling?
No, I need to check
Find that out. I've been curious about that.
They got those dollars. They gathered them up this past Saturday.
Yeah, I just wonder if they had a total on that yet.
Oh, we'll find out from Miss Dana.
Curious.
Yeah.
Just curious. The Putnam County Sheriff's Department is working with Immigration and Custom Enforcement, ICE, to create a new deportation program. Eddie Ferris was at County Commission on Monday, and he was telling them about 287G program. It's designed to handle any illegal immigrant that commits violent crimes. Sheriff Ferris said the program would allow the county to apprehend those individuals, hold them, then turn them directly over to ICE to deport those violent criminals. So Eddie's got a plan.
Yeah.
Which we knew he would.
He always has a plan.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all I got, Sheila.
That's all I've got.
All right. Your 2 cents is coming up here in just a little bit. It's brought to you by Freedom Pawn in Sparta on Mayberry Street there. I believe it's 49 Mayberry Street. From guitars to guns, they got it all for you at Freedom Pawn.
The last time you wore a band T-shirt, who was the band?
Guns N' Roses. That's an easy one for me.
This is not easy for me because I have a few T-shirts. Some I got at concerts and some I didn't. The last singer T-shirt I've worn would be Dolly.
Mine would be Guns N' Roses, and then Warrant. So I went and saw them up in Monterey.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably I had a Styx shirt. I don't know where it's gone though.
I think my last real concert shirt was when I went to a concert and actually bought it and wore it. Would have been Heart or Fleetwood Mac.
Like actually gone to the concert and bought it.
If we're going to be.
Well, mine would be Warren. It'd be the last one I went to.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I'm trying to think before that, like as a kid.
Right.
Or young adult.
Teenager.
Whatever. All right, well, think on that. Get over to our Facebook page, 1077 and 1400 The Hub. You can answer that question. You can also watch us on Facebook there or on YouTube. Search at Good Morning Cookeville. You have to put the @ sign, Good Morning Cookeville, all one word. Channel 192 on Spectrum Cable, channel 192 on Twin Lakes, or we'd love for you to download the Hub Plus app. we've got a lot of great shows coming. So we'd love for you to download that. Get on the ground floor of the Hub Plus app.
Because it's going places.
It could be like Bitcoin. Of course, you can always hear us on the radio on 107.7 or 1400 The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. We'll be right back. We're live here from the Willow Window Studio.
This Christmas, as you gather with loved ones, take a moment to remember the reason for the season, to give thanks for all of God's blessings, and to honor those who have sacrificed so much for this great nation. Here's a special Christmas message from Senator Marsha Blackburn.
In this time of celebration, let us remember what a blessing it is to be a Tennessean, an American, and to live as children of God in the most extraordinary country in the world. As we celebrate the birth of our Savior, let us always choose to live by His Word, to give thanks to those who serve us all, and to love our fellow Americans. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
I'm Marsha Blackburn, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Marsha for Senate.
The Jewelry Emporium, 526-8366. Let her know it's her that you're thinking of. Shower her with love. Diamonds really are girl's best friend. The Jewelry Emporium, 526-8366.
This holiday season, Habitat for Humanity's Restores are here to help you get your home ready for the festivities. Whether you're decking the halls or searching for the perfect gifts, our Restores have everything you need, from furniture and home decor to building materials, all at incredible prices. And don't miss our special event on December 21st. Bring the kids out to meet the Grinch himself from 10 a.m. to noon. It's the perfect way to make lasting memories and share a little holiday mischief. Habitat Restore off South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE, Dinovite.
It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out.
Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:20 now.
Well, we were just talking about All Good Diner and all the money that they put on the ceiling.
Yeah.
A lot of the clients and people visiting All Good Diner just donate, and then at the end of the year, they gather it all together and donate it to a needy family. And they always vet that family and make sure it's for real, too.
That's right.
They raised $1,500.
Wow.
They were able to help 2 kids. One is a 12-year-old leukemia patient. The other is a 7-year-old with brain cancer. So they helped both of those families. I think, let's see, Caleb was a 12-year-old leukemia patient, and Amelia. And I mean, just 2 cutie pie kids.
That's awesome, man.
I mean,
good stuff from All Good Diner.
Philip and the gang over there.
Yeah.
Dana, his daughter, that whole gang, I mean, even the servers and everything just have such a big heart, and I just
Absolutely.
love All Good Diner.
Well, it's always good to know because every time you're in there, you're like, I wonder how much money's up there.
I know.
And now you know it's $1,500, and it went to 2 great causes.
Most definitely. And then, of course, it starts all over again. Be sure to put some money up there on the ceiling. Well, give it to them, and they'll put it on the ceiling.
I guess they probably do.
But it's starting all over now, and at the end of next year, they'll donate it again.
They might have a special ladder they bring out or something.
I don't know. But I think it's great what y'all are doing. We just love that
They
family
have to
over
because
there.
they're put up there so neatly.
I know. And it's great. And that was Dana's idea to put the money up there. And then her daddy's idea to donate it to folks.
That's a great idea, yeah. Your
What y'all
2 cents, it's brought to you by Freedom Pawn. It's in Sparta, 49 Mayberry Street. Guitars to guns, they've got you covered down there at Freedom Pawn. Gaming systems, tools, other instruments, some great Christmas presents if you're looking for that at a discounted price.
Most definitely.
But all those gaming systems are in clean working condition. I mean, like out of the box clean.
Most definitely. And then if you have a hunter, you need to stop there first.
100%.
Because they have bows and arrows and the guns and ammo and all that you will need at Freedom Pawn on Mayberry Street in Sparta. Your 2 cents, the last time you wore a band T-shirt, who was the band?
Last time I wore one was Guns N' Roses. What's funny is today, here, let me get up and show it. Which camera? There I am.
All right.
Today, this ain't a band shirt, but all you old heads will remember this.
All right. I'm excited. Like, what is Jason doing? Oh, KDF shirt.
So
yeah.
That might count. I don't know.
Yeah, that counts because I grew up listening to 103 KDF.
Oh yeah.
With Shannon and Slats and
right.
Oh, now
Poppy Mayfield.
Poppy Mayfield. I was like the morning show dude.
Bubba Skinner.
Yeah.
And I got this at the mail room in Smithville. They have all kinds of KDF stuff.
And MALE room, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a brotique.
Yeah, it's next to our friend Tony Luna down there.
Yeah.
So
some good folks down there in Smithville too.
Absolutely. And they got talk about some gifts.
Oh goodness,
They're not even a sponsor.
Yeah, but Smithville's good to us too.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, we're talking about your 2 cents. The last time you wore a band T-shirt, who was the band? Let's find out what folks are saying. Christy, she's the younger of us. She said Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some boy bands in there too.
Probably not. I haven't seen any yet.
I'm shocked.
Well, it's our listeners. We were kind of past the boy bands, except Boys to Men, maybe.
Well, no, I mean
that was 90s.
In Sync and 98 Degrees. Backstreet Boys was back when we were. Well, at least when I was. I know you're a little bit older than I.
I was grown and already working then.
Yeah.
Somebody said Kiss.
Yeah.
That was Michael. He's like, duh. Boston. That's who Kevin liked. And Eva said Dwight Yoakam.
Oh,
That's a great
one. Yeah, that's cool. I got in trouble. I wore a Metallica Ride the Lightning shirt to school once.
Uh-huh.
And it was a lightning bolt coming out from the toilet and electrocuting a fella. And I got sent home for that.
Wow. Because back then we could say and do a lot more than you can these days.
You can't electrocute an old boy from the toilet.
Can't electrocute a boy on your shirt.
That's where they drew the line,
Yeah,
apparently.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
You could carry a knife to school back then in your
Don't
pocket.
you dare have lightning coming up from a toilet.
No.
Electrocuting a fella.
That meant trouble, Jason. Lori said REO Speedwagon.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one to have.
I like this. Jim said Alabama.
Yeah, I had an Alabama shirt for a good long bit, but a lot of my cool shirts like that they've dissipated. They got they got gone somehow,
Either somebody took them.
or they rotted away
Yeah.
somehow. I just don't.
Yeah.
Or they're in a box somewhere.
Yeah, you've moved several times since
Yeah.
then. Yeah. And Russell. Hey, Russell, my brother-in-law. He said Leonard Skinnerd.
Yeah.
Of course,
Good
he said
one.
Leonard Skinnerd. Ray said AC/DC.
Yeah, I had one. I had a Who Made Who shirt. Again, it's one of those that I don't know where it went.
Yeah. Well, the last time you wore a band T-shirt, who was the band? Kim says Prince. That's a good one, too.
Yeah. I had a Poison shirt, too, in 9th grade. I don't know what happened to it either. A lot of these my mom probably got and threw away.
The Poison shirt, she probably saw that, and she goes, look at them. Look what the cat drug in.
Yeah.
That was the name of one of their albums.
I remember my pa was like,
Or was it Cat Dragged In? Look what the cat dragged in.
look what the cat dragged in.
Yeah.
My pa, I remember the first time we saw him, we were watching MTV. Of course, I loved them. I loved that I Want Action and
yeah.
all that stuff. And they come on TV and he laughed and he said, those sure are pretty boys.
Lots of makeup. Wonder what he thought of Boy George.
Oh, boy. A lot of thoughts.
I know Boy George come on TV one time, and I was like, my dad goes, do you like that? And I go, he's really good. Oh, that's a he?
Yeah.
Beverly.
In all fairness, I had to show my pa that Vince Gill was a man.
Vince Gill, well, he didn't wear any makeup.
No, but
he had pretty eyes and everything, long eyelashes.
No. He just heard him on the radio.
Oh, he thought he sounded like a girl.
Right. He's
About high voice.
He said, who's that new girl singer? I said, well, that's Vince Gill.
He's like, no, you're messing with me.
Right, yeah.
Beverly said she had a David Bowie shirt. I've got one of them, but I never got to see him in concert.
I never was a big David Bowie guy.
I had a big poster of David Bowie in my room. I had that, Duran Duran, and a bunch of others. Well,
Motley Crue was always my favorite.
Yeah.
And I did have a Girls T-shirt, but my mom never knew it.
Oh, you had to hide it from Mama.
Hid it from Mama. This is going to sound terrible. I bought it on a church trip to Gatlinburg.
Because you didn't follow along with where they were taking you at church.
No.
Tell the story.
They let us be free for a while to go shop.
Should have never done that with you.
Walk around and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they've got that cool record store there that everybody's been to in Gatlinburg.
Right.
And they had that there, and I was a big Motley Crue fan, so I bought it. Hid it for the 2 days we were in Gatlinburg, got it home, even wore it out a few times. And then I guess she saw it.
Well, you
didn't
didn't do your own laundry.
Not then, and boy, I wish I had.
Because Mom thought, oh, he thinks he's hiding it from me and puts it in the laundry basket.
Well, I was pretty good about turning things inside out. I didn't want her to see, but she always looked.
Because she doesn't leave it inside out. She folds it because she's Mom.
Anyway, so never got to have a girls.
He didn't think about that.
It's 6:30. Got spoiler alert coming up next. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. You might not care, but at least you'll know about it when other people are talking about it.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at that. I feel like I'm in the know for the rest of the day.
And most of us want to be in the know. We don't want to have to watch it all.
Got a couple of young people around the station, and they're all, Dua Lipa.
You just like saying Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. It's kind of how they talk. Dua
Lipa.
Oh, man.
Dua Lipa.
She's got the Riz.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Dua Lipa. Sabrina Carpenter, Dua Lipa. So it does help.
Yeah.
To know what they're talking about.
I found out something about Sabrina Carpenter.
What?
Real quick. She is the niece of the girl who does the voice of Bart Simpson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know she was kin to like any of.
Was her name Lisa something?
Any kin to the Carpenters.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had any of that in her or not.
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, We'll be back.
Yeah, it's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window studio. You guys hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The DeKalb County Grand Jury on Monday indicted Warren County District Attorney General Chris Stanford on a reckless endangerment charge. The charge stemming from a November incident in which Stanford fired shots in Smithville during the apprehension of 3 people wanted in a Warren County triple homicide. Tennessee Tech has been named the best places to work in Tennessee list by Best Companies Group and the State Society for Human Resources Management. The university press release says the selection process for winners relied on employee surveys and considered corporate culture, salary and benefits, and development opportunities. A Crossville couple facing drug charges after Putnam County deputies found 17.4 grams of a white powdery substance. A press release says deputies found the substance after making contact with 21-year-old Amber Beatty and 45-year-old Brian Maldonado at the Town Plaza Shopping Center in Cookeville. The release said that both were asleep inside a vehicle that had been reported as suspicious. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes suffered a high ankle sprain on Sunday in their win against the Browns. It hasn't been announced if he'll be able to go against the Texans on Saturday. Kansas City also plays the Steelers on Christmas Day, making it their 3rd game in 11 days. The Chiefs are also waiving former first-round draft pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Helaire was picked in the 2020 draft and led the Chiefs in rushing that season, but lost his job to Isaiah Pacheco in 2022 and never got it back. Helaire did not play this season as he was 5th in the depth chart for Chiefs running backs. The Detroit Lions lost 3 key pieces in their loss to the Bills on Sunday. Running back David Montgomery sprained his MCL, defensive tackle Alan McNeil tore his ACL, and cornerback Carlton Davis broke his jaw. All 3 players are expected to miss the rest of the season. The Lions still hold the top spot in the NFC at 12-2, tied with the Eagles. The number 1 defensive player in the college football transfer portal is headed to Colorado. Jaheim Otis was a defensive tackle for Alabama this past season at 6'5" and 320 pounds. Otis still has 2 years of eligibility remaining. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The Federal Reserve meets today and tomorrow. Wall Street's expecting a 0.25% interest rate cut. The Nasdaq rose to a record yesterday in anticipation of the Fed meeting, and Bitcoin is holding over $107,000. Walmart is partnering with China's online shopping and delivery service Meituan to boost its e-commerce business in China. Walmart already has a large presence in China with 332 stores. Amazon shares stand at a record this morning, even though workers at 2 warehouses in New York and now a 3rd in Illinois have voted to authorize a strike. And a Senate committee report found Amazon manipulated injury data. Amazon says that report is wrong on the facts. It says injury rates actually are trending lower. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
Trump's victory doesn't mean our financial worries are over. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. Washington's spending addiction still threatens your savings. That's why I recommend gold IRAs from my friends at Birch Gold Group. These accounts protect your retirement from government mismanagement. For a free info kit on gold IRAs, text the word SHELTER to 989898. Don't wait. Text SHELTER to the number 989898 now for your free kit from Birch Gold.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Skies will be mostly cloudy today and a few sprinkles
especially the eastern counties. Daytime highs today near 60, mid-50s overnight. Tomorrow we'll start to go in reverse as a cooling trend gets in here for the rest of the week. We'll start off in the 50s, fall back into the 30s overnight.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:36 now.
Corby King, superintendent of Putnam County Schools, will be in after 7 to talk to us. It's going to be a rainy Tuesday for us. It's already starting rainy. Soupy is what Jason likes to call it.
That's what it is.
It's 55, so it's not as cold as it has been lately, but it's a little windy as well.
It's supposed to get that way. Cold by this weekend, but sunny though.
It'll cool down a little bit this weekend.
Which I'm glad about. I'm glad it's going to be sunny.
Oh, yeah.
I got some things I got left to put up for my Christmas extravaganza for the grandkids.
It's Papa's extravaganza because your grandkids are coming in.
Yeah, the Papa's big Christmas extravaganza for the grandkids.
For the grandkids only.
Nobody else.
You're not having people drive through.
Lord, no.
It's not like Lazy G Ranch or something.
No, it's not like something like that. It's just it's a private show.
All right. Well, speaking of Lazy G, they'll be in tomorrow after 7.
On spoiler alert on regular TV tonight, Stephen Colbert's got Elton John and Brandy Carlisle on there. That's the only names I know of anybody that's going to be on any of the talk shows.
Well, Elton's got another special. It's called I'm Still Standing, that showing on Disney or something.
I don't know.
So that's probably what they're promoting.
On regular TV tonight, got the burps. Lego Masters is on Fox. And the NBA Cup, which I've never heard of. The Milwaukee Bucks and Oklahoma City Thunder. That's on ABC tonight. By the way, NBA basketball ratings are down 48%.
So maybe they're starting this new cup.
They're going to have to do something because nobody's watching the NBA. Nobody. Well, it's kind of boring.
I like girls basketball, or women's basketball better.
The Simpsons holiday episode "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" is on Disney Plus tonight.
Oh, we were talking about that before the break.
Yeah.
Nancy Cartwright is the one that does Bart.
That's
and
right.
She is the aunt to this new singer, Sabrina Carpenter. No kin to the Carpenters.
No kin.
That
That'd have made it cooler if she was.
I know.
I don't know why. She's plenty cool. But Sabrina Carpenter. Aaron Rodgers' Enigma. That's on Netflix, the limited series there.
Enigma.
He is kind of an enigma, Aaron Rodgers is.
It's not like he's Tom Brady.
He's not Tom Brady, but he is an enigma. I think so. During COVID and all that stuff, he was pretty outspoken. He was one of those guys that didn't care if he got canceled or not. When you got that much money, you can be like, okay, cancel me. Who cares?
Well, that's true. I mean, he's his own person, and he stands by who he says he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we told you that Jamie Foxx was at Mr. Chow's and got hit in the face with some glass. Well, it wasn't a random customer. Jamie was celebrating his birthday and his recovery from the stroke with his entire family, like 50 people. His daughters were there among them. But upstairs in the VIP section, the stars of Jackass had rented out the room for a Christmas party. What triggered Jamie, someone at the Jackass party was showing a laser image of a man's body part at his table. And he said, in front of my daughters, Then he went upstairs to find out what was going on, and that's when someone threw a glass at him, cutting his face. Wow.
I don't understand the physical part of that. Like, why are you throwing
Listen,
stuff at people?
I'm all about having fun and joking around and
Right.
stuff, but somebody's there with their family.
Yes.
You
Be
don't
respectful.
You don't do that.
Right.
That's like, remember back in the day when we were at the other station and me and Tony had the fart machine we hid in the bathroom. We need to.
I'd forgotten about that.
We knew to cut that off at 8 a.m.
Right.
We knew it.
Yeah.
But
those were the days.
I mean, we still got in trouble for it, but we knew to cut it off at 8.
Yeah.
We knew what was proper. They didn't know what was proper. They didn't know when to turn the laser
it down a bit.
Sometimes you got to turn the laser off.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian played a crucial role in securing the release of New Jersey woman Dawn Jackson, who spent 25 years in prison for murder. Jackson claims she acted in self-defense against sexual abuse, a claim not presented in court due to ineffective legal representation. Kim was moved by her heartfelt letters and advocated for her release. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy ultimately commuted Jackson's sentence, allowing her early release there. So Kim got in there and did some of her lawyering work, because we all forget that
Kim Kardashian
Kardashian's a lawyer.
You might forget her dad was a lawyer.
Well, I don't forget her dad's a lawyer. I mean, he's like famous because of the OJ stuff.
Right. But I'm saying.
But I do forget that she is one.
Until she advocates for.
Until she does something like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She passed the bar.
That's like when you'd hear about Shaq arresting somebody in Miami. You'd be like, why is Shaq arrested? Oh, that's right. They made him a cop in Miami. Or sheriff's deputy, I believe it was.
Deputy, I think, yeah.
Sylvester Stallone is facing backlash from neighbors in Palm Beach over his plan to build an underwater barrier in the intercoastal waterway to deter boaters and protect his $35 million mansion. Now, if he owns out to that, really nothing y'all can do about it. But if you don't own out to it, then I guess there is.
I don't know.
I don't know how any of that works out.
Me either.
If you live on the ocean, I don't know how far out in the ocean.
Like how much of the ocean is really yours?
Right. I mean, do we play by,
Or is it just that land where the water goes up to?
Right.
I don't know.
Is this Army Corps of Engineers rules? Is this TVA rules? That's what we know here.
Yeah.
So what's the ocean rules?
That could be anything, Jason.
We'll need a pirate or something to explain it.
I need a pirate.
It's 6:44, and we've got the real good. That's on the way. A couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. Also, round 2 of Ask Sheila, and I got to tell you, Sheila didn't hit a lick yesterday.
They were hard yesterday.
It was bad.
It was.
You were over, weren't you?
I was, but
Yeah.
the questions were hard. You didn't even know the answers, and you had them in front of you.
I don't know the answers most days, Sheila. I'll just be real honest with you. So we'll get to that coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance-matched attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $300. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See Sam, Tim, or Alan Brown at Hicks Brothers Tractor Service on South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. We're your locally owned Kubota dealer.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers, and if you're looking for a church of friendly, loving Christians that is striving to only follow the Bible in faith and practice, that encourages questions and searches the Scriptures to find the answers, a church where you won't get lost in the numbers but will be treated like family, then let me invite you to visit us at the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. We're not perfect, but we are seeking to be like our perfect Savior. And be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. Then they were greatly afraid, but the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." Suddenly a great company of the heavenly hosts appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to those on whom his favor rests." So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in the manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told to them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed. But Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart.
Merry Christmas from the J&S Construction family.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48 now.
High today around 55. We've kind of reached it. It's like 54 right now.
Don't feel bad.
No, not at all. It's going to be a little rainy and cloudy all day and a little breezy as well, and then getting a little cooler this weekend. We've got Corby King coming in a little after 7, superintendent of Putnam County Schools. Find out what's going on there.
Wrapping it up, getting ready for the Christmas break.
Yeah.
Which is exciting, I guess, for the kiddos. I'm excited for traffic. I can tell you that.
Traffic is crazy. I don't know if it will slow down any. I guess it will, since there's
got
not
to.
as many folks taking their kids to school after this week.
Right?
I mean,
it has to.
I was going down Willow the other afternoon.
Bless your heart.
And then somebody just cuts across traffic in front of me, and I had to throw on my brakes. I'm like, what are you doing?
You know, when they show like a video of, France or some foreign country where cars are just India or whatever, cars are just willy-nilly everywhere.
No
like
rhyme or reason.
You can't figure it out. That's what it feels like driving in the afternoon, especially.
It's like people don't have any sense, and especially afternoons and around holidays. So you got that mixture going on.
Because we love you anyway.
We love you.
I'll cuss you, but I love you.
Yeah, I blew my horn at that woman because she was over there waiting to pull out, and then there was 2 lanes of traffic. I wasn't the only one she cut off. And I'm like, woman.
And you can't afford to be nice to people in this traffic environment.
Well, I don't do hand gestures, but I blew my horn.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good.
Because we need some good
Yeah.
stories.
Retired fire captain Danny Marino of Central Point, Oregon, was definitely at the right place at the right time.
Wait, Dan Marino?
Danny Marino.
Well, Dan could be short for Danny.
It could. While at the movie theater watching Moana 2 with his family,
Of course he was.
Marino heard a desperate cry for help.
Help.
Someone in the theater was asking if anybody knew CPR a few rows away.
That's scary.
6-year-old Mosey Hannah had collapsed.
Oh.
She had a heart condition that caused sudden and dangerous changes in heart rate. Marino leapt into action and quickly performed CPR until emergency responders got there. Mosey was taken to the hospital and discharged later that evening. Mosey's mother, Allison, expressed her gratitude, calling Danny Marino a literal angel who is exactly in the right place at the right time.
That's awesome.
And if that movie theater had any, they need to give those people free tickets.
Oh, most definitely.
To come back and see Moana too,
I
at
agree.
least,
Yeah.
because they missed it.
They missed it. And I'm just glad that little kid was all right.
Yeah. Another story. Lego bricks are some of the most popular toys in the world, and a program that's run by the Lego company makes a big impact on kids who are less fortunate by helping people donate their unused bricks so that others can continue to play with them. Over the past 5 years, Lego's Replay program has helped parents donate over 1.2 million pounds of used Lego bricks to nearly 400,000 kids.
Oh, man.
It's amazing. The program not only keeps the toys out of landfills, but it also ensures they continue to spark creativity and fun. Those Legos are built so well, they never.
It would take a while to disintegrate.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I still have some Legos from back in the day.
And no matter how much
still
you
work.
step on them, they're going to hurt you every time.
Every single time. Great idea. To the retired fire captain and the Legos, y'all are real good. All right, Sheila, round 2 of Ask Sheila.
I'm nervous. You've been putting the pressure on me saying, oh, nothing. You didn't get anything right yesterday.
Didn't hit a lick yesterday.
It's not easy, Jason.
All right, here we go.
These questions are out of the air.
Question number 1, round 2, Ask Sheila.
Okay.
Nearly 75% of people surveyed said they don't trust anyone but themselves to do this. What is it? Wow, that's a big percentage.
Anyone but themselves. What's the percentage again?
75%. But I don't believe that. Just by going down Restaurant Row yesterday, I don't believe this.
To fix their meal?
To cook their food. 75% of people surveyed said they don't trust anybody but themselves to cook their food.
Well, I don't trust them, but sometimes in a bind, I got to go out and get stuff.
That's crazy.
70%. That's a lot.
75%.
Oh.
All right, next question. And
So did I get that? Would you give that to me?
Yeah.
I said fix their
But I
food.
gave you a pretty good hint there. Restaurant Row.
Yeah, it's all Jason.
Yeah.
All Jason all the time.
In a national poll, Sheila, Americans said they feel most guilty about this. What is it?
Is this having to do with food too?
It looks like there is a food, I'm trying to think of thread through these.
A food thread.
There's a food thread through these
They feel
questions.
like not eating their leftovers.
I'll give it to you. Wasting or throwing away food. I do
Yeah.
hate it.
Because like sometimes I'll have leftovers and I'll mean to eat that, and then I'm like, I'm just not in the mood, and then you just let it go bad, and you're like, oh
Yeah. Man, I should have eaten that.
yeah. Seriously, that happens a lot.
Donna made some unbelievable enchiladas. Just they're delicious. and I was gonna eat some last night, but then I got tired. Then it got too late.
And that's a little too heavy once it gets late. You
It's
gotta
a
get
lot of late.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work out for
No.
me. But yeah,
Enchilada late.
But-
It's true. The older you get, it's enchilada late.
yeah,
Too heavy.
yeah. You want some enchiladas? Well, it's past 3:00.
Have something a little lighter. Yep.
All right. More than 50. Last question here, by the
I've
way.
gotten
Sheila.
two, by the way.
That's right. You have. More than 50% of people surveyed said they would give up junk food for a week for this. 50% of people said they would surveyed said they would give up junk food for a week for this. What is it?
More money.
All right, it does have something that's wrong. It does have something to do with work, though.
Give up junk food for a week.
They give up junk food for a week for this. More than 50% of people surveyed. What you got?
Oh, like a day off or more vacation.
An
or
extra vacation day.
Ding, 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 ding.
You got all three right.
That was luck.
With a little help.
Very little help. Little tiny
It was
bit of help.
you had
I had a food thread.
you had some good help there. You had some good
Well, then
help.
why didn't you help me yesterday? Because I didn't get any
I
yesterday.
tried to help you yesterday.
No, you did
yes,
it.
I did.
You were not wanting me to get them yesterday.
Go back and watch the video. We have video evidence of everything now.
It's on YouTube now for those of you wanting to see it.
You know, you can't hide behind the mic anymore, Sheila.
I don't hide behind the mic. I'm right here bold and brazen
It's on video now.
about how he picks on me and does not help and does not want me to get the answers right. He's jealous. He's a little jelly.
Listen to her turn it around. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Man, you just gaslight all the time.
Oh, I do not.
Today is today. Dawn tells me I'm a gaslighter. Is that true?
Who does?
Donna tells me that.
Oh, I thought you said Dawn.
No, Dawn.
I'm like, who's Dawn?
Donna.
Your wife.
Yeah. She
Well, you can gaslight. That's why you use the word on me, because I'm not a gaslighter.
said. Today is Wright Brothers Day.
Oh, they're important.
They invented
Except I know
flying.
you don't like them because you don't like airplanes.
Well, no, more power to them. You know, I just wish North Carolina and Ohio would get in some sort of agreement about who invented flight.
They don't agree at all. Yeah.
It's Pan American Aviation Day, so I guess it's got something to do with flying. And another great day that has nothing to do with flying, but is better than both of those, National Maple Syrup Day.
I love maple syrup.
Yeah.
Just call me Elf.
And I love the like real maple syrup,
Yes.
not the sugar syrup that they make.
No, the real that comes out of like Canada.
Yeah, I've got some sugar maples
I mean, American.
in the back, and I've been and I have looked about how to tap a tree and
They
do
do
it.
that in Maine too, don't they?
Yeah, I reckon, Sheila. I don't know if
Well, I got to think
not a
that.
big syrup.
I like America.
All right, we'll be right back. Corby King will be next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live from the Willow Window Studio. Be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400. WHUB Cookeville.
Two students remain in critical condition the day after being shot in school. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. It happened at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin.
A second grade student called 911 to report a shooting had occurred at school. Don't let that soak in for a minute.
Police Chief Sean Barnes, a teacher and a student, were shot dead during a study hall. 6 others were wounded. The shooter, a 15-year-old girl, killed herself.
We are certainly speaking and talking with the parents who are cooperating.
Still trying to figure out where she got the gun and if writings left behind on social media are from the dead shooter. A Russian general has been killed in Moscow by Ukraine's security service in a bomb hidden in a scooter parked near General Igor Kirillov.
The Russian state news agency TASS says it's been told the bomb was triggered remotely. Kirillov's death comes a day after Ukraine charged him with using banned chemical weapons during Russia's military operation. The UK, which had placed Kirillov under sanctions, said he was responsible for helping deploy barbaric weapons.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. President-elect Trump has had 2 federal indictments dropped before he returns to the White House, but he's lost an attempt to get convictions thrown out in New York. Here's Fox's Brooks Singman.
Trump spokesman and incoming White House Communications Director Stephen Chung tells me, quote, today's decision by deeply conflicted acting Justice Merchan in the Manhattan DA witch hunt is a direct violation of the Supreme Court's decision on immunity and other longstanding jurisprudence. This lawless case should have never been brought.
But Judge Juan Merchan insists the convictions of falsifying records in 2017 are not official presidential acts. So Trump's not immune from prosecution, all related to payments to keep an alleged affair quiet before the 2016 election. Last night, President-elect Trump sued the Des Moines Register and the Iowa Paper's pollster. The lawsuit alleges the poll days before the election showing Vice President Harris with a lead in Iowa was election interference and fraud. Trump won the state. America's listening to Fox News.
If your approach to everyday aches and pains is to mask them, feel better for a few hours only to have the pain return and then repeat the cycle all over again, it's time to try Relief Factor. And the good news is, Relief Factor makes that easy. Their 3-week quick start is just $19.95, less than $1 a day. Instead of masking pain, Relief Factor helps eliminate it. How? Well, its unique formula of ingredients helps support your body's response to inflammation. Relief Factor was developed by doctors. It's 100% drug-free, and for so many people, the results are game-changing, even life-changing. So give it a try. Right now, their 3-week quick start is just $19.95. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. See how in a few weeks or even days, Relief Factor can reduce your pain. When you feel better, life is just better. So don't mask pain. Fight it naturally with Relief Factor.
House lawmakers on the Intelligence Committee will get a briefing today from the FBI and the CIA and others on all the mysterious drone sightings, mostly over New Jersey.
There's no doubt Americans are spotting and reporting drone activity, but White House National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby says none of it shows signs of a national security or public safety threat.
We assess that the sightings to date include a combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, and law enforcement drones.
Other reports are believed to be manned aircraft and even stars. Kirby says there are more than 1 million drones registered with the FAA, with thousands flying on any given day. And in expectation, drone traffic is likely to increase in the years ahead. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are falling as the Federal Reserve starts a 2-day meeting that may conclude with another interest rate cut tomorrow. In yesterday's trading, the Dow went down for an 8th straight session, its longest losing streak in over 6 years, but the Nasdaq surged to a record high. On Monday Night Football, there were 2 games.
2 lengthy losing streaks continued Monday night, while one team finally got back in the win column. The Minnesota Vikings defeated the Bears 30-12. Improving to 12-2 on the season and handing Chicago its 8th consecutive defeat. In the second game of the night, the Falcons snapped their 4-game slide by beating the Raiders 15-9. With the win, Atlanta is now 7-7 and remain a game back of the Buccaneers in the NFC South. For the Raiders, they have now lost 10 straight, the 5th longest in the organization's history. Joe Morgan, Fox News.
Well, the Vikings' win was their 7th in a row, putting Minnesota into a first-place tie with Detroit in the NFC North Division. In basketball, they'll crown a champion tonight. Milwaukee will play Oklahoma City in the final for the NBA Cup, the league's in-season tournament. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The DeKalb County Grand Jury on Monday indicted Warren County District Attorney General Chris Stanford on a reckless endangerment charge. The charge stemming from a November incident in which Stanford fired shots in Smithville during the apprehension of 3 people wanted in a Warren County triple homicide. Tennessee Tech has been named the best places to work in Tennessee list by Best Companies Group and the State Society for Human Resources Management. The university press release says the selection process for winners relied on employee surveys and considered corporate culture, salary and benefits, and development opportunities. A Crossville couple facing drug charges after Putnam County deputies found 17.4 grams of a white powdery substance. A press release says deputies found the substance after making contact with 21-year-old Amber Beatty and 45-year-old Brian Maldonado at the Town Plaza Shopping Center in Cookeville. The release said that both were asleep inside a vehicle that had been reported as suspicious. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila, and we're here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
And we have school superintendent from Putnam County Schools in with us, Corby King. I know everybody's getting geared up for Christmas.
Hey, good morning. We are ready. We're in the countdown. We've got 3 days left. Friday's our last day before the break. Students are excited. Teachers are excited. Everybody's ready to see Santa Claus. It's time.
This is always one of my favorite times in school, is the last week or two before Christmas, because let's face it, even as adults, we've all given up already.
Yeah, we all get excited. We're all moving kind of slower.
I mean, Sheila's doing sales for the radio station. How many people have actually been at work that you've called?
Oh my goodness.
Zero.
Zero.
So,
or either they're in meetings,
but
this was always
they're not wanting to do any work.
This was always a great time to see some movies.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. There's usually always the blockbuster that comes out right there at Christmas.
Yeah.
Because families need a break from each other, need to get to the theater. I don't even know what's coming out this year. I'm sure there's one or two big ones. Thanksgiving we had a couple.
I was talking about it at school.
At school.
It was always.
We still do that?
We don't do that anymore. No.
Man.
We don't do that. We make them work until Friday at 3.
We're hardcore. We're
academic. They come wheeling
focused.
in the TV and VCR back in the day.
That was a big day. You get the TV on the big cart strapped down.
Yes.
Even as a young teacher, that was still a thing. So I'd come rolling that in, and the kids, that was a big day.
Here we go. It could even be something you don't want to see.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't care.
No. Yeah, show me some old black and white thing.
I didn't care what it was. I just knew I didn't have to study.
We weren't going to have to listen to the teacher talk today. We weren't going to have to take notes.
So there's none of that anymore. You don't wheel in a thing now, do you? Surely it's all digital.
It is. It's all streaming. It's all, we have smart boards or smart TVs in the classrooms. So things stream. The teachers have got their laptop hooked in, or just get on the smart TV and stream. Yeah, you don't even have to roll the big TV around.
Kids these days.
Oh, with their hair and their clothes, and they're breathing in and out.
All the things. But it's a fun time of the year. You do have the class parties and things going on, but there is still academic work happening at all of our schools. I've been.
Midterms are up for a lot of.
Midterms are in the high schools especially, and those are cumulative. You've got the early graduates wrapping up their finals and getting ready to finish up this week. I was at Cookeville High School yesterday. It was business as usual. Classes going, students are changing. Stopped just walking by 2-3 classrooms, and kids are in there working hard. I'll be at one of the elementary schools later this morning. I'll see the same thing there. But in the midst of that, they're doing fun things too. They're some of the schools I've noticed are having scavenger hunts for the teachers, and the students get to participate. They're playing little trivia games at lunch with the students. So there's a lot of fun things happening. The dress-up days, I'm not sure how I feel about those.
I'm not either.
So all the schools, that's become a real trendy thing.
Yeah.
and the principals are all bought in, and the kids and if I were still a teacher, I'm like, this would wear me out. My wife has had to have something different to wear for like the last 2 weeks.
It's a lot of pressure.
It is. There's a different dress up day every day, and then my daughter's like,
we were just talking about it. We were talking about band T-shirts that you wore, and I got sent home for a Ride the Lightning shirt. It was Metallica. And there's the lightning coming up from a toilet, electrocuting a guy. I got sent home for that. And now kids these days just wear their pajamas to school.
The 80s were so much fun. We had better T-shirts.
We had way better T-shirts, but we couldn't wear pajamas to school.
No, we could not.
So,
but yeah, Pajama Day is a big deal, and the kids love it. That's one of their favorite days. Yeah. I guess because they just roll out of bed and go on.
Yeah,
but,
I guess.
But I wouldn't have enjoyed that so much. But, hey.
I'm thinking if I had Pajama Day growing up, it would.
I don't think I'd have worn them.
Yeah, it would really put the pressure on me. Then I'd have to have cute pajamas.
Yeah, and you go buy some. Yes, no, I ain't doing
that. That's the thing. I don't think I ever had cute pajamas. It was just like sweatpants.
I didn't even think about it, But if I had to go to school in pajamas, it would have to be a new pair of pajamas. You know what I'm saying?
You want to wear.
I have to go shopping, Mama. Right. It's Pajama Day. She wouldn't known what to think.
We do. I think that's undue pressure we do put on families sometimes, but it's a kind of a fun thing. The kids do enjoy it.
Sure, yeah.
And the ones that participate, but the ones who don't, I hope they don't feel too much pressure there. It's a fun thing for those who do. Those who don't, it's okay. But
you just pretend you're too cool for it, man.
That's it. Hey, I just not today, man. Not today.
I'm too cool for pajama day.
Well, I do admit now there was a job I once had, and we had a Pajama Day, and it was the best, most comfortable day I ever had.
Are you saying we should have a Pajama Day here at Cookeville Communications?
I don't know. I don't trust Freaky Dave with his pajamas.
I don't trust Freaky Dave. I don't trust. You're right. I don't trust that.
So y'all more worried about Freaky than Philip? I mean, he knows what Philip's gonna roll up in here.
Philip would look cute and smell good.
Philip would do his best to be respectable.
He would be dressy and cute even in his PJs.
So that's the line there: respectable versus freaky.
Right.
Just
the only one we'd have to worry about.
He might really roll in his pajamas.
Yeah, definitely.
But his heart would be in the right place. And that's what matters. The Cookeville Chorus, I know they had a concert last night, and it's tonight as well, isn't it?
I think so. So it's hard to keep up, Jason. We've got so many of our band and chorus programs right now. I was at Upperman High School Band last night. So much fun. Those kids did an amazing job. They brought the elementary, both primary and Cornerstone Elementary students came and sang one song with them.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're on stage with the band. That was a lot of fun. The Cookeville Chorus, if you've not ever, those kids are amazing.
Yes,
it's like the hottest ticket in town.
Yeah.
You have to buy them in advance. You're not buying tickets at the door because they're sold out.
Well, it sounds so professional.
It really is.
I mean, my goodness.
Year in, year out.
It's impressive.
If you go to Facebook and look up that event, there's a link to buy tickets. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but there is a link to buy tickets on the Facebook event page for the Cookeville High School Chorus.
That's correct. But I'm going to say, don't sleep on the Upperman High School Chorus. Theirs was last week.
Okay.
But also an amazing event. So much talent in this community.
Yeah.
And a fun thing. And Jason, you and I have talked about this before, but in Monterey, we're starting a band program. So last week.
We heard them in the Christmas parade.
Oh, wow. So for just starting this fall semester, the work they've done and that Dr. Buttram's done over the course of this semester is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
That program is growing. It's going to grow. So it was a community-wide art event in Monterey. So you had Berks and Monterey High School came together, brought their band and chorus students together for a performance. The art teachers had an exhibit set up out in the hall. Just a fun community event. This year, our high school bands are going to get together and form an all-county honors band.
Oh,
that's going to happen in February. So that might be something we should talk about, maybe to broadcast something like that, because these kids are truly spectacular.
That's Corby. That's exactly what Hub Plus was made for.
That's awesome. We need to talk more. It just hit me as I was talking here.
Done deal.
Just
tell us what we need to do.
That'll be so much fun.
Tell us when to show up and where. We're there.
Sure.
For sure. It's 7:14 now. More with Corby King coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Be right back.
This Christmas, As you gather with loved ones, take a moment to remember the reason for the season, to give thanks for all of God's blessings, and to honor those who have sacrificed so much for this great nation. Here's a special Christmas message from Senator Marsha Blackburn.
In this time of celebration, let us remember what a blessing it is to be a Tennessean, an American, and to live as children of God in the most extraordinary country in the world. As we celebrate the birth of our Savior, let us always choose to live by His word, to give thanks to those who serve us all, and to love our fellow Americans. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
I'm Marsha Blackburn, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Marsha for Senate.
Experience peace of mind with Cove Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. This holiday season, stay powered during the holidays with our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator before 2025 and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether it's for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you will never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, Tennessee, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Cove Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
When they say free, they really mean check the fine print. They say free iPhone, but only if you trade in your $1,000 phone, pay $100 a month for unlimited data, and also a $35 activation fee. Now, Pure Talk, they have a better option. You'll get a brand new iPhone 14 with unlimited talk, text, 15 gigabytes of data, mobile hotspot for just $50 a month. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. You'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:18 with Jason and Sheila.
And we're so happy to have Corby King with us, Superintendent of Putnam County Schools. I know you've been having just a busy schedule here lately because you're having to jump back and forth from so many different school programs with their Christmas concerts
so much
going on.
Fun stuff. And I can't make it to all of them, so it's not me. We have a great team at our office. Supervisors, and everybody tries to spread out and make it to some of them. So Dr. Sharon Anderson is over our fine arts department. She's the supervisor for that group. She makes it to the most out of our group. She kind of prioritizes one or two a night, but Dr. Winningham, our secondary, Dr. Wood, our elementary supervisor, and we've got others, Buddy Pearson, communications. So everybody just kind of spreads out and tries to jump in and fill, and if you're there, you take pictures and you send them back. So we've got content and try to push the good things out to parents.
Well, what a great team you have. And then
we do.
Like they're getting awards and recognitions.
Did I see that the school board won an award? Didn't they? What was that?
So they are the Tennessee State School Board of the Year. So for all 147 districts in Tennessee,
wow,
the Putnam County School Board was awarded the School Board of the Year.
What was
like the criteria?
Yeah, like right. what made them that? What made them that?
It is. So one is just how well they work together. So there is a set of criteria and application process that they have to complete and fill out, and just kind of looking back over the past year, what do they do well? How do they work together? But some of the big things for them. Our board communicates, they get along. even if they don't always vote the same way or agree, they can do so without being disrespectful. So that they can disagree without being disagreeable. That's how I describe them a lot. There really is. And they really listen to each other's opinion, and they all bring various strengths. And so, if it's a construction project or something, they'll lean heavy on Lynn McHenry with his contracting background. Kim Cravens is very involved. Her husband's a contractor. But then David McCormick's been around lots of construction projects. Kerry Ledbetter over Housing Authority thing, so he's been around a lot of construction. And then Jill brings a wealth, and Dr. Fry brings a wealth of knowledge just from the private sector, from a parent, and Jill from the education side. They just really mix and blend well together, and they really like each other. So they get along. They're just it's a fun group to be around.
Well, it sounds like they recognize each other's strengths.
They do.
Well, it's a good representation of what the school system is, because you've got somebody that's strong in every different area.
Oh, they still have kids in the system or grandkids in the system, so they really care about our schools, our students. So they're very student-driven. That's one of the things that led to this. How well they communicate and get along. I mean, we've worked really hard over the past several years to build relationships with our county commission. That's our funding body. Again, we don't always agree with the decisions that they might make, but we get along well with them. It's a very open thing. I can stand in front of the commission. The board sends me, they fill out their priority list of what we need in the school system. They send me to the commission with it. They sit behind me, or they'll come sit at the table. We'll have a joint meeting in May with the county commissioners, and they just talk back and forth, answer questions. It's just a really good open relationship there. So we've made a lot of strides. Buying the materials that we need for the school system, again, prioritizing academics, prioritizing curriculum, prioritizing equity among our schools and programs. Those are the things that TSBA recognized that made them the School Board of the Year. And we're very fortunate and blessed to have them leading our system.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. As far as 2025 goes, I mean, we're here at 2025, going to end one school year, start another one during the 2025 year, obviously. I know you just got some new computers for the business program. What else is happening in 2025? It seems like we've had a lot of population growth. We've had some growth in the school system. It's not been what everyone expected, because I think we all expected. We've seen this big housing boom. Obviously, that's going to turn into a lot more kids. It hasn't really.
And it has not. And that's been surprising to us to an extent. We had a demographic study that told us this is what we're going to see. There are more retirees moving into the community, and then there's some young families that have moved in without children. There is but there's also a growth in the homeschool and virtual school population. So
I was going to ask you about the homeschool, because we've had some homeschool parents in here, and they've praised the Putnam County school system, because their kids are allowed to participate in so many of the things that are provided through public schools. How important was that to have a relationship with the homeschool parents?
They're still our students. They're still our kids. So even though they're not in our school system, they're still Putnam County kids, and we still want them to be successful. We still want them to do well. Just like our students, they're the ones going to take care of us when we retire.
That's
and we
right.
get there, and keep the community going. So it is important. And our board, again, has been fairly progressive with that by allowing, it started with sports, athletics. There was, when the push first came out, the Tim Tebow rules, and some of you will remember that.
Yeah, I do.
But the homeschoolers
and
the lobby, because you could recruit from anywhere. Our board has restricted that to just Putnam County. You've still got to be a Putnam County resident. Some of those requirements are in place. They put some of the zoning stipulations for the homeschool, just like we would if you were in the public school, so you can't jump around from school to school. But we started with athletics. Then the board, just kind of looking at our policies. Well, how does this extend to band or chorus? So at the high school level, there's, again, what we ask typically is they enroll in our virtual school rather than just a straight up homeschool or umbrella school. So we're providing an option, we're providing a space, and if they're a part of our virtual school,
Vital.
Right.
Okay.
That's correct. So, sorry, yeah. So get it enroll in Vital, and they get all the same rights and things that our regular students do. They're a Putnam County School System student. So if you're a Vital student, they have full access to band, chorus, CTE, whatever programs we offer.
And they couldn't do that if they're just homeschooled and that wasn't available to them.
Correct.
Because that's a great opportunity for them too.
Correct.
So they don't miss out on anything.
Right.
I know one of the things that's coming up in 2025 in Nashville, there's going to be a vote, I guess, about school vouchers. Is that a dirty thing to talk about with you, or no?
You know, it's not a dirty thing to talk about. It's here. Obviously, I'm very public school, pro school choice. Pro public schools, and not so much the school choice, because I think parents have choice now. And I think public money needs to go to, and I've expressed this with our legislators, so I'm not going to say anything too controversial here. They know my stance. I think there's still a lack of funding in a lot of ways, and they have invested $2-3 billion in public education in the last, I think, 5 years, 6 years, which is huge. We've benefited from that in Putnam County. That's been great. It's kept us from falling off of the COVID financial cliff that was set up by the federal government with ESSER funds. The state changing the funding formula, going to the TISA money coming to the school system, has helped us avoid that. So I'm very appreciative. But in saying that, we still have huge needs. And until we're able to fund those, and I gave that number to our legislators, here are things that we still lack in social emotional health, social workers, guidance counselors. Here's what we lack in building and maintenance facilities funds. We do well with what we're given by the county commission, but that's primarily local funds. We do well with those, but here's where we're still short. Here's where we're short in pre-K funding. Here's where we're short. So it's several $1 million. So my opinion is, until we fully fund public education, we don't need to start a new program for private schools. And on the other side is, if they're going to do that, let's all play by the same rules. And that's where I come down to. We are held to such a high standard for accountability, testing, all these things that parents don't like, students don't like, teachers don't like. They're not going to put that on the private school. Well, why are you going to give them money and say that they can go do this, but yet they're not accountable to the same measures we are? That just doesn't make sense to me.
No, that doesn't fly, does it?
So that's really the biggest sticking point to me. Is, hey, let's all play by the same rules. I'm not afraid of competition over here if we're all taking the same test.
Right.
If we're all doing the same thing, our students are doing amazing things. We've got great stuff happening in the school system. Let's require the same from those private schools or charter schools or wherever you're going to send the money. Let's require the same thing.
Gotcha.
So that, again, our legislators know that's how I feel. I don't know that they agree, but I'm hoping.
Well, who's to say? I know that's something. The reason I bring it up is because I know that's something that's going to get brought up and voted on.
It's absolutely coming again, and they say that they're going to hold school systems harmless, basically saying that we're going to receive the same amount of funding, regardless of our enrollment level. There's only so long that's sustainable.
Right.
So they may hold us harmless for a year or two, but let's just say that that homeschool organization, whatever, pulls 200-300 students a year from us. At what point do you start losing money? But also, as cost and inflation goes up, those same dollars don't fund the same level of stuff. So
don't you think too? It varies. Like the school voucher program might be a great thing to happen in some areas. Maybe their public schools, maybe their school board's not out winning awards. Maybe their school board sucks.
I think that's part of their argument, Jason. Especially they look at some of the metro areas. And here's the thing too, our public schools are they're really a snapshot of your community and your community health.
Right. So
if public schools are struggling and not doing well in those areas, that's also a sign of a community that's not really, that's struggling in a lot of ways. So if they're trying to give some vouchers to get students to move out of that, so I see some merit maybe in that. But I would rather just look at, okay, why is it that community's failing? Why is that is it more family support that we need? Is it more student support? The schools can't fix everything. So what is it that's needed that we can plug into those communities to help them prosper, to help them get out of whatever situation they're in? Or what is it about our public schools that parents, families don't like, that they're wanting to see changed? Let's look at changing those before we start a whole new program.
There very well could be a solution here for everybody.
And you know, part of the thing too, the elephant in the room with the private schools, you know, we do want, often there's still only a certain level of students they're going to be able to take. They're not going to take every student.
Right.
In the public system, we have to take every student that walks in the door. It doesn't matter their learning ability level. It doesn't matter if they're a high-performing student, low-performing student, if they're coming from a international background, whatever it may be. They may not speak any English. It doesn't matter. We take them when they come to us in the public system. The private schools don't have to do that.
Right.
And so if you allow some of the families who have the ability to move and to be a little more mobile, we don't want to lose those students and families in our public school either.
Yeah.
So if you allow all of those students to move, then we're left with some of the ones who are struggling over here. Well, that makes it harder to hit those performance marks and the academic achievement marks, because standardized testing, we all know too, often socioeconomic background and demographics play a huge role in student success on standardized tests.
Well, I mean, and so, I think you'll agree there is no such thing as a standard kid.
That's exactly right.
And that's what I always.
Two in our household, like, how do you both come out of the same home?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, both my parents were school teachers, and I think both of them at some point would have been like, he's not really ours.
Or he is. We just don't want to claim him today. I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
He's probably adopted.
Yeah, Mom was blaming Dad. Dad was blaming Mom. He got that. He got that from his mama's side.
Stupidity skips a generation, so I guess I got it. But good stuff. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's a good topic. It's something we've got to have that conversation in the community.
Corby King here, our Putnam County Superintendent of Schools, and the best call you can get when there's just a little bit of snow on the ground. God bless you, Monterey, right?
That's what all the teachers and students, they lean heavy on Monterey.
Well, it was funny. I saw you I think it was that day at Dipsy
Dipsy Doodle.
At Dipsy Doodle. Well, look here, you were able to get out.
Yeah,
you got out of my business meeting though. He was still working.
It was. I got out of my driveway that morning. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard for people, especially in the Cookeville area and Baxter area too, often to understand those calls. But if you drive, and I can't explain it until you do it, you drive Monterey, and Mr. Boyd used to tell me, Jerry Boyd, he'd say, around 1,700 feet is about where that changes. Well, in my mind, I just know as I'm driving up there, it's somewhere around Crazy George's Bridge. But you get there, or if you're going up the interstate, as you go into that underpass, it just changes. And it's like,
it's like a world of difference.
It really is. Everything is clear. There's nothing. All of a sudden, it's just white.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it gets slick. It gets nasty. It doesn't in a hurry.
Line.
Oh, so you're right there.
So it's funny because
I'll put you on the call list at 4 a.m.
Well, I'm up.
So you got to get here anyway.
Call me, man. Of course, I'm hardcore. I'd be like, nah, they can make it. Back when I went to school, we
slid down this hill.
2 feet of snow, killed a bear with my spiral notebook. Fought off a vagrant with my trapper keeper. These kids could go to school. I know that. I mean, but it's fun to give you credit.
No, it really is. I get the texts from lots of friends and others. Just want to let me know how treacherous their drive into work was that day. I'm like, thanks, guys. Yeah. I much prefer, like last year when we had that big snow and it iced over and everything's down for a week.
Yeah.
No decision here. We're out. Let's just everybody understands. Let's go. Those are much better days.
Corby King here, man. Thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Do a great job. Thank you.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We will be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The DeKalb County Grand Jury on Monday indicted Warren County District Attorney General Chris Stanford on a reckless endangerment charge. The charge stemming from a November incident in which Stanford fired shots in Smithville during the apprehension of 3 people wanted in a Warren County triple homicide. Tennessee Tech has been named the best places to work in Tennessee list by Best Companies Group and the State Society for Human Resources Management. The university press release says the selection process for winners relied on employee surveys and considered corporate culture, salary and benefits, and development opportunities. A Crossville couple facing drug charges after Putnam County deputies found 17.4 grams of a white powdery substance. A press release says deputies found the substance after making contact with 21-year-old Amber Beatty and 45-year-old Brian Maldonado at the Town Plaza Shopping Center in Cookeville. The release said that both were asleep inside a vehicle that had been reported as suspicious. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes suffered a high ankle sprain on Sunday in their win against the Browns. It hasn't been announced if he'll be able to go against the Texans on Saturday. Kansas City also plays the Steelers on Christmas Day, making it their 3rd game in 11 days. The Chiefs are also waiving former first-round draft pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Helaire was picked in the 2020 draft and led the Chiefs in rushing that season, but lost his job to Isaiah Pacheco in 2022 and never got it back. Helaire did not play this season as he was 5th in the depth chart for the Chiefs running backs. The Detroit Lions lost 3 key pieces in their loss to the Bills on Sunday. Running back David Montgomery sprained his MCL, defensive tackle Alan McNeil tore his ACL, and cornerback Carlton Davis broke his jaw. All 3 players are expected to miss the rest of the season. The Lions still hold the top spot in the NFC at 12-2, tied with the Eagles. The number 1 defensive player in the college football transfer portal is headed to Colorado. Jaheim Otis was a defensive tackle for Alabama this past season at 6'5" and 320 pounds. Otis still has 2 years of eligibility remaining. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Neil Cavuto, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Volkswagen and unions representing workers at its main factories in Germany are back to negotiating today on planned cost cuts. VW is said to be considering mass layoffs and plant closures as it deals with weaker demand in Europe and competition from China. The Federal Reserve meets today and tomorrow. Economists are expecting an interest rate cut of 0.25%. Bitcoin's price has topped $107,000. Pubs in the UK are reporting they can't keep up with demand for Guinness, partly because of a social media phenomenon called splitting the G, which requires drinkers to down enough Guinness in a single gulp so the beer sits halfway across the G in a Guinness glass. Diageo, which owns Guinness, is limiting deliveries so supplies last through the holiday season. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
Trump's victory doesn't mean our financial worries are over. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. Washington's spending addiction still threatens your savings. That's why I recommend gold IRAs from my friends at Birch Gold Group. These accounts protect your retirement from government mismanagement. For a free info kit on gold IRAs, text the word SHELTER to 989898. Don't wait. Text SHELTER to the number 989898 now for your free kit from Birch Gold.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Skies will be mostly cloudy today and a few sprinkles, especially the eastern counties. Daytime highs today near 60, mid-50s overnight. Tomorrow will start to go in reverse as a cooling trend gets in here for the rest of the week. We'll start off in the 50s, fall back into the 30s overnight.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
on 107.7
Good
and
morning,
1400.
Cookeville.
The Hub.
Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window studio. It's 7:39 now.
It's going to be kind of a dreary day. Kinda. I say kinda a lot, Kinda. It is. It's a little rainy. What did you call it? Soupy?
Soupy, marshy.
Marshy. I
Yeah.
like marshy. But tomorrow, our guests will be Frida and Eddie Gaw.
Awesome.
They have their Christmas lights on at Lazy G Ranch, and there's something about a duck that's traveling around.
Was it Bobby Duck?
Bobby Duck Gaw 2024.
Okay.
They got a page for him.
All right.
Yeah, he's been around, traveling everywhere this holiday season.
Okay.
We'll find out more about him, and then Hope Vargas, Jackson County Chamber. She'll be
All
with
right.
us tomorrow too.
They had a great Christmas parade too.
Yeah.
Saw the video of it, and it's like, oh my gosh, showing out Gainsboro.
I love it because there's so many folks signing up and having some good parades here in the Upper
absolutely.
Cumberland.
I got a decision to make here, Sheila. So my son-in-law is in the Army, and he's having to go for a little 2-week. I don't know if it's a deployment or what it is, but he's got to go for 2 weeks. Something the Army's got a job for him to do. So that means he's going to miss Matthias's birthday, and he's also going to miss Christmas. So they're having their Christmas birthday today. And I'd gotten him Matthias a 2-seater Jeep. That's also, listen to this, it's the coolest thing ever. It's the coolest part of the whole bit. Other than it's got a push button start, this Jeep does. Well, it's also remote control. So the parents have a remote control.
Oh, that's great.
So while they're out in the backyard or going for a walk on the road or whatever in their neighborhood, they have complete control of this thing. Now Matthias can drive it on his own too.
He can feel like he's got control, but yet they can take over if need be.
And it's a 2-seater, so Josie can ride with him, although she'll want to drive.
Of course she will.
But
you grow independent women in
Right.
your household.
But boy, do I. Somehow.
So your daughter Maddie is going to
mean-
raise Josie to be a strong woman.
I'm a feminist, I guess. I don't know.
That's funny.
But they're giving that to today. Is they're having their early Christmas and his birthday because her husband will be leaving in 3 days.
Oh, and going at Christmas. I hate that for them.
So anyway, so they're doing that today, and she's like, "Do you want us to FaceTime you, or do you want us to just video it?" I don't know. I mean, I want to see it. I don't need to be part of it, I don't think. What do you think? I mean, they're going to tell him it's from me, but it doesn't matter. He's 3. He's not going to remember that anyway. It doesn't matter.
He remembers Papa.
He remembers Papa. He doesn't remember what he gets from Papa.
Yeah, I guess let them have their Christmas, and they can just
Don't you
record
think
it
that's
for
the
him.
right thing to do?
I think so.
I think so too. I mean, as bad as I want to see
You
it.
are a good father-in-law too.
Well, I am, ain't I?
Yeah, because I get what you're saying, because this is your son-in-law's Christmas right now.
Right.
Because he'll be
with,
gone.
with his kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't need to be part of that.
I get you. Yeah, that's probably the
They're
best.
gonna be up here for a week and a half. They're gonna get plenty of Papa.
Plenty. Ooh.
I got a whole winter wonderland extravaganza in the backyard.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
They're going to be Papa worn out.
What in the world's happened to me, Sheila?
Well, you're a good grandpa.
What in the world, though?
I like it. It's a nice little change.
I've spent more on Christmas this year than I have ever spent on Christmas in my life.
Well, you can, for one. And then two, they're only little once. You see, by raising your own kids, it's a flash and then they're grown.
Yeah.
So the memories mean a lot. And you're creating memories for them.
I guess so. I don't know, but something clicked.
I think it's great.
Something clicked this year, and I'm over the top, like bad. Donna thought I was over the top last year, and for some reason, it's gotten worse.
Well, because Matthias is at the age where he's going to remember it.
Right.
Josie, just next year, she'll be even more excited because she's still little right now. I don't know if she'll remember.
And let me tell you this, almost 2-year-old little toddler girl.
Oh, yeah.
Hardest person in the world to buy Christmas for.
Yes.
Because there's nothing for them.
Right.
You either got to be a tiny little baby girl, or you got to be 14.
Yeah.
There's
nothing really
no
great in between. Right.
Somebody should really come up with that. They'd be a millionaire if they did.
What's mean you get to thinking about
I mean, I've been thinking about it, and there's nothing. I mean, what do you do? Because you don't know what they like yet. You know,
right. And they don't even know what they like yet.
Well, I know that Josie, my granddaughter, she wants to carry a purse because she's always carrying something like a purse.
Yeah.
And she carries it in the nook of her elbow like she's 80.
Oh, my goodness.
And she walks around with her hand up in the air with her little pocketbook that she's found in
She's a little fashionista.
Well, she looks like a golden girl. She looks like, Dorothy or Blanche or Sophia,
Sophia is the one that had her little purse all the time with her.
Right, you know what I'm talking about? Right in the nook of the elbow there.
Of course.
Carries it around, got her arm up in the air like she's,
somebody.
Yeah,
I like it.
And then won't hardly go anywhere without having her little purse.
Just like Matthias is all boy, she's all girl.
Yeah, so I got her little purse with stuff in it, but anyway.
She'll love that.
Above and beyond. So the decision here that we're making together as a show is that it'd be best for them just to videotape it and show it to you.
I think so.
When I say videotape, I mean on their phone.
Right. Yeah. But that's what we call videotape.
Videotape.
That's what we had growing up. Videotape.
Get off my yard. It's Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila. We'll be right back live from the Willow Window Studio.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. We have some gifts for you this Christmas. We're offering as low as 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on 2024 Ford F-150s, Expeditions, and Escapes. Plus, make no payments for 90 days when you buy almost any new Ford or Lincoln. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnCookeville.com. And on behalf of our entire team, Merry Christmas and God's blessings to all.
Hey Golden Eagle fans, it's Tennessee Tech head coach Kim Roseman. Let's get ready for an action-packed season of Tennessee Tech men and women's basketball at the Hoop. Don't miss a minute of the excitement as your Golden Eagles battle for an OVC championship. With thrilling matchups, intense rivalries, and unforgettable moments, it's the best time of the year to cheer on your Golden Eagles. Call the Tennessee Tech ticket office now at 931-372-3940 to grab your seats or visit ttusports.com. Wings up!
Hey, it's Jason here from Jason and Sheila on Good Morning Cookeville, and I'm sure you've heard by now, totally scared of the dentist. That's why I choose Hayes Family Dentistry in Cookeville. Dr. Kevin Hayes and Sandy Hayes, they take their time. They make sure their patients aren't in any pain whatsoever. Like, they take extra careful time to make sure that you're comfortable while you're at the dentist, and they do it all for you too. Hayes Family Dentistry, they offer everything you need to keep and restore your healthy, beautiful smile. They do general and cosmetic dentistry, dental implants, and of course, sedation dentistry, and so much more. Visit them at HayesDentistry.com. Hayes Family Dentistry. Dr. Kevin and Dr. Sandy right here in Cookeville. Go by and see them.
Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614. Or 10th Street in Cookeville. Hayes Family Dentistry.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite.
It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out.
Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on SingleCare.com. Show the coupon at the pharmacy and start saving. Single Care works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check Single Care to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:49 now.
We're back on the air, folks.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, goodness, we were just talking, chit-chatting, and then got to come back on the air. Yeah, it's so close to Christmas. There's so many plans and things everybody's doing, and
Well,
it's only Tuesday, right? It feels like it should be the weekend already.
Well, again, nobody seems to be actually doing any sort of work.
Well, I saw some kind of meme where it was one of those like balloons, Mylar balloons, and you know when the helium starts going out of it,
Right, it's just
barely slugging along. They're like, everybody now until the end of the year, and that's how it is.
It's bad,
It's
isn't it?
like, I'm thinking, nobody wants to work. They're already in vacation mode, even when they're at work.
True that.
Yeah.
And have you ever heard of resting gift face?
No, I've heard of another thing, but
Right.
it's not gift.
Right. This is when someone gives you a Christmas present that you immediately know that it sucks, but you have to pretend to love it.
Yeah. Are you good at lying about that?
I think so. I think I'm a good,
I always try to go in my head like, you know what? They didn't have to get you anything, Sheila.
Right.
Just be, glad they thought of you.
Here it is.
And I'm sincere about
you ready?
thinking. Here, okay, I'm watching it.
Oh, wow. This is so great.
Wait a minute. You've done that to me before.
Thank you for this.
So you're lying?
Totally lying.
Oh, my goodness.
But-
I'm just going to call you Meg Ryan.
That's pretty good, though, isn't it? That's pretty good.
I think you've done that to me before.
A new survey from Scotch Tape of 2,000 people finds that over half of us, 57%, have needed to use their resting gift face during the holidays.
Well, yeah.
Over the past 3 years, the average person has received 2 gifts they simply don't like.
Or don't use or don't need, right?
The top dampeners of excitement of getting a gift are poor wrapping, a gift wrapped in crumpled old paper, using mismatched holiday themes.
That's funny. Like, what?
Who
what are they
cares
talking
about that?
Are they talking about using the tissue paper that doesn't match the wrapper? I don't even care about that. I think that's great.
If you know that you're getting a gift straight from me if it's in a bag.
Oh, yeah.
If I give you a gift that's wrapped, Donna bought it.
And wrapped it.
Yes.
I know Jason does not wrap.
Right.
Unless it's a song.
If you get a wrapped present from me, that only means I am hand delivering the present Donna got for you.
By the way, thank you for the Christmas card Donna sent in the mail.
Did we send out Christmas cards?
Yes.
Well, how about that?
And I know it was Donna's writing. It was too pretty to be yours.
Right.
But that was sweet. It was a Snoopy theme.
When she first started doing Christmas cards from us, she would leave them all out there, and then she would ask me to sign them. And I would always...
And now she's just like, I'm going to go ahead.
Well, that was in my bah humbug stage. So I'd be like, signing a bunch of Christmas cards.
Christmas.
And, but now she just does it.
Yeah.
My name was on there too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
All right.
And I've already sent most of mine. I still have a few to send out. Sometimes it's like, I'll get the rest later.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I will. But I've already sent y'all's out.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Now, what do you say when you get said crappy gift, according to this survey.
I just say thank you.
Thank you for thinking of me. 27% of people say that. I love it. That comes in at 23%. Or I really appreciate this.
Me would be thank you for thinking of me, or I really appreciate it. Thank you.
The survey finds that avoiding eye contact is the clearest sign of dissatisfaction. 24%.
Ooh.
And they'll
But
be
you
all,
didn't do that when you.
No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not one of these guys that goes or nothing. I'm gonna look you in the eye if I hate it. Anyway. Putting on a fake smile, totally do that though. Changing the tone of their voice, totally do that though. Talking too much about how great the gift looks.
Right. Sometimes it's too exaggerated.
Sometimes I get going down that rabbit hole pretty good too.
Yeah.
I know you're real bad at that.
Am I? But am I
Real bad at that.
about acting like I like it?
No, about talking too much about something that you're pretending to like.
When have I pretended to like in front of you?
All the time.
But sometimes it's not fake.
But sometimes it is. And sometimes you do go down that.
How can you tell?
Well,
Because I'm good at it.
Well, because that's when you start your kinda like, well, stuff.
I have a telltale sign?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Quit telling everybody.
You tell everything on me.
Not everything, because once you know
Everybody knows.
that you've got a telltale sign, then you'll change it up on me.
Right. And just before we get out of here, so now we know about resting gift face, a new travel trend making its way around TikTok, and you may see it if you're flying off to see grandma or somebody else. It's called flying naked. That's where you travel without any baggage or carry-on items. You're not really naked.
Well, as you said, there's a Dollar General around every corner.
I've done that several times where I've just got on a plane, flown to like Miami.
My dad has done
And
that.
then come back.
We didn't fly much when I was growing up, but I mean, if we would travel, go to Florida or something, we don't need anything. We'll get something at Walmart when we're there.
Get something when you're there.
And my mom would be like, we've got to pack stuff. And he's
Yeah.
like, no, we don't.
No. It's just easier.
But that's fun.
It's just easier to buy stuff once you get there.
Well, us kids loved that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it made my mom's anxiety bad.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yeah. But that's fun.
I was talking to somebody. They were moving. They're moving their kid, I think. We were talking about moving, and when I moved from Lexington to Atlanta, I learned this little trick that when you're moving that far and you've got that much stuff to move, it's easier just to get rid of everything that you currently have, and you then order new stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually cheaper to start over.
I bet.
Like all new couch, all new love seat, all new bed, all new bedroom furniture.
And hiring the movers. Pack it and then
carry it down there.
I believe that.
And a whole lot less back breaking. And then the people that you get your new stuff from, they set it up for you.
So you don't have to do anything.
No.
Except go shop for it.
I learned
Pick out
that.
what you like.
I was like, this is the way from here on out.
Yeah.
Lazy as all get out. But this is the way to do this.
But fun.
Yeah. I mean, I just packed up the stuff that I wanted to keep.
Right.
I didn't like go buy new dishes and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I could move that in my
And then
vehicle.
some of your sentimental things.
Yeah. Took all that stuff, but everything else, the big stuff, no way. No way.
I think it would be fun getting all new stuff.
Have the Restore come get it.
Oh, yeah.
Habitat come get it. Or sell it, however
Yeah.
you want to do it.
You might actually make money selling some of
And then
it.
just get all new. It was
Yeah.
so much better. Of course, that's good to make that Atlanta money, be able to do that.
Yeah. Cookeville money's not the same. What are you trying to say? You're not setting the woods on fire on Good Morning Cookeville with me?
No, we need some more sponsors, Sheila.
Need some more sponsors. Call me.
Yeah, 526-7144.
Yeah.
Call up old Sheila Scruggs or one of our other fine salespeople.
Oh, that's right. We got 2 more, but ask for me.
Piper Lyons or Lisa Melton.
But ask for me.
Ask for either one of them. If you want to become a sponsor of Good Morning Cookeville.
But I mean, I'm already on it.
Yeah. They're going to.
I know how to explain it
Lisa
more.
and Piper are going to kill you. You need to hush.
That's right. Love you, girls.
All right, have a great rest of your day. Who's tomorrow again? I forgot already.
From Lazy G, Frida and Eddie Gaw, and then Hope Vargas, Jackson County Chamber.
All right, that's all tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. See you back here tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.